kind of like it. Uh, and not in like a gross, the way I said that's totally gonna get changed around, but how often do you work out? I try to work out every day. That never happens. I think probably 5 days a week. But when I travel, it's less. I have a really hard time staying with a consistent workout routine when I'm traveling, which is why I so appreciate people like Eric Nixick and other coaches that I can hit up when we're on the road and hit mitts or whatever the case may be, because I'm just not good about like getting up and going for a jog when I'm on the road. I can jog here. I love jogging when I'm at home, but I can't do that on the road for some reason. Where are you from? Are your roots Slavic? And what's your weight category? And oh, this is 3 questions. No, I think so. Sanko is my married name, and my husband is mostly Lebanese, but his dad was Slavic of some sort. So I think you're right there. I'm actually Dutch. So my parents, most of my grandparents are actually from the Netherlands. So I'm predominantly Dutch, which you don't find often in America, where people are more than like 50% of something, but I'm more than 50% Dutch, or I guess 50% Dutch, and Scottish, and I'm not sure what else, but mostly Dutch. What is your weight category? I'm assuming this person is not asking what I weigh right now. I fought at 105. This person is asking what I weigh right now. What do you weigh? This morning I weighed 119. So there you go. How many years have you been training BJJ, and what's your favorite submission? I've been training BJJ since 2006, so 16 years. This seems crazy. It's closer to 15 because it was toward the end of 2006. We'll say 15 years. Yeah, long time. Favorite submission. Lately, I've been trying to focus on leg locks a lot more, just because, I don't know, I've been having fun with those lately. Favorite though, I mean, the one I hit the most is probably a rear naked choke or an arm bar, but I've been enjoying some heel hooks lately. I know you were a fighter, but did you also go to school for journalism? How did you learn? No, I did not. I learned on the job. And if you go back and watch the first Invicta show I did, which I think was like Invicta 9 or 10, you'll see that I had no idea what I was doing. So yeah, I've been learning very much on the job, very much in front of everybody, which has been funny and tough at times. Do you miss competing in the cage? I do, but then every time I'm like, I really miss this, then I remember the ridiculous grind of training, and I'm like, probably good. Hey Laura, why don't we see lots of female fighters who specialize in leg locks? Oh, that's funny. I'm trying to think if I agree with that. I guess I can't think of any female fighters that specialize in leg locks, but there aren't necessarily tons of male fighters that do either. We've got Ryan Hall, of course, but why don't female fighters specialize in leg locks? I don't know that I have a great answer to that question. Maybe it's from predominantly, I don't know. For me, I didn't start specializing in leg locks because primarily training with male training partners, really even female training partners. Everyone's bigger than me. So I'm typically like defending, I don't know, when I get to 50-50, I'm just scrambling out of there because I guess I'm worried about my own knees and ankles more so than being offensive. I don't know if that's true of everybody though. Will Usman fight Chimaev this year, if at all? God, I hope so. That'd be a great fight. I really want that fight to happen. Are you a hunter? No, but I have no problem with hunting. I live on a bunch of land, so I'm down with that. But no, I've never done it. Out of all the shows and things that you do, what's your absolute favorite? You know what? It's Contender Series. This is my favorite. It's awesome. It's just awesome. I love doing the LFA also, but especially now that I get to call the fights on Contender Series, for sure. I just love that. Like, I don't know. That show to me, you're seeing guys' lives change before your eyes, and it's magical. It's awesome. What was your favorite sport in high school? I was terrible at sports in high school. I was not a good athlete. I tried to play volleyball, I tried to run track, but I went to a really small school where basically anybody with a heartbeat could kind of play sport, and I was terrible. How much land do you own on your property? I love the look of it. It's such an awesome place. Well, thank you. We have 150 acres, so really fortunate. The nice thing though is like I'm actually not in the country. If it was light out and you could see out this window, there's a golf course pretty much like across the street there, and then out the other side of the house is our cattle. We've got 35 head of cattle and their babies. Is it gross to get sweat or blood on you when you interview the athletes after fights? Okay, this is really weird. I kind of like it. And not in like a gross, the way I said that's totally gonna get changed around, but not in any sort of weird like sexual way. But I think what I like about it is it's what I like about fighting in general. It's so real and raw, and there's something really there's something really intimate about like being with someone, being physically close to someone in a moment where they are sweating or bleeding or, you know, whatever the case may be. Oh yeah, I've had many interviews where I'll put the mic down and I'll look at my hands and my hands are all red because a lot of times I'll put my hand on the fighter's back to steady them and keep them from like wandering around in the shot. So I don't know. I really like those moments because it reminds me of when I used to fight, and it reminds me of how much I love my job. So yeah, I don't get grossed out by much. Would you do a celebrity boxing match or grappling? Probably not boxing. My boxing's not all that great, but celebrity grappling, I would for sure do that. Who does your eyebrows? Okay, this makes me really self-conscious because I don't know if this person's trying to throw shade or trying to pay me a compliment, but there's a whole Twitter thread about how awful my eyebrows are. The problem is I do my eyebrows. God did my eyebrows. And I get all these messages all the time like, why don't you put an arch in your eyebrow? I don't have an arch in my, what do you mean put an arch there? It's just my fate. Like those are just my eyebrows. So hopefully it was a compliment. I don't know. I can't really do anything about it. It's just my face, guys. How do I stop being afraid of getting hit in sparring? Ugh. Well, like anything, you just have to do it more. Part of me wants, like, I feel like people are either naturally comfortable with this or not. And apparently maybe this person isn't, which is understandable. So I think to really attack that, you have to start choosing your sparring partners really wisely. Go with people that make you feel safe, but that still challenge you. Like I always had, Tim Elliott comes to mind for me. He always gave me the best rounds ever because he would push me like right to the brink of wanting to quit every time I went with him, but I never felt unsafe. So it sounds to me like maybe you're going with people that are not taking care of you in the way that they should. When did you start caring or enjoying MMA, and what made you care/enjoy? Back to 2006. I found MMA because I had done martial arts growing up. I did karate ever since I was a little kid. I just wanted to find another art to kind of like pour myself into. And again, I didn't think I was going to fight. It was really just I just wanted something to train and focus my mind on. And I loved MMA immediately, especially the grappling. How many languages do you speak? One, unfortunately. I used to be able to speak Spanish pretty well. I was actually a minor in Spanish in college, so it's in there. Like I used to be able to give business presentations in Spanish, but now like we go to Spanish speaking countries with the UFC and I struggle. It's embarrassing. But if you dropped me off in Mexico and left me there for a couple months, I'd be good pretty quickly. Did you ever participate in Miss America? No, no, I would have been terrible. What are you most looking forward to this year in your life? Back to that goal, I really hope I can find myself cage side for a fight night. Like I wake up and I envision it, and a lot of what I do, a lot of the decisions I make, and the work I put in is all based on trying to make that happen. So that's what I'm looking forward to.